Good morning, class 9th. Welcome to English class again. Today we will discuss the poem Rain on the Roof, written by Court Skinney. It is a poem. First of all, let's see the introduction. As the title Rain on the Roof suggests that this poem is about rain. Here the poet tells us about the raindrops patter on his roof. About the raindrops patter, memories related to the raindrops. So this is the very appropriate time to study the poem as the season of monsoon is there currently and everyone is experiencing rain. So we can relate to this poem. Now in this video we will cover the explanation of the poem and discuss the difficult word meanings. So let us begin. First of all, read the stanza 1. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Now, here is the meaning of difficult words. Let's take hover. First, which means move around something. Just as drone, you all must see that how drone move around and around something in the air. That movement is called hover. Next word is melancholy. Melancholy means sad, to be sad. Bliss means happiness. Patter is a sound of raindrops falling on the roof. So patter is a sound word. When the raindrops falling on the roof and the voice that comes from those raindrops are called patter. Now we all start thinking that we can't listen the raindrops fall on our roof. Actually, there is a particular material of making roof like tin. If your roof is of that tin material, only then you will be able to listen that sound. And that sound is called patter. Now see what the poet is saying in this first stanza. When the humid shadows hover. Now, what is humid shadow? Humid means something which is full of moisture. So here, humid shadows refer to the dark clouds which are full of water. So the poet is saying that when the sky is full of these clouds which are full of moisture, full of water which are about to bring rain. So when such clouds hover around in sky, over all the starry spheres. Starry spheres refers to the sky. He is saying that at night when the sky is full of stars, at that time huge clouds full of moisture move around in the sky and the sad darkness is envied of with the rainy tears. So he is comparing raindrops to the tears and he says that the dark sky, which is very sad, it seems as if it is crying, and the rain is as the tears of the dark sky. And he says, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed. So the poet is saying he feels very happy when he is lying on the bed in his cottage chamber. Cottage chamber means bedroom, and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Patter is a sound made by raindrops falling on the roof, as I told you just now. So he says that it is a bliss. He feels very happy when he lies down on his bed at night in the cottage chamber to go to sleep, and he is listening to the raindrops which are falling on the roof of his room. So in the first stanza, the poet gives us the description of the scene outside his room, outside his house. He says that there are huge clouds full of moisture moving around in the sky, and the dark sky full of stars seems to be sad, and it seems as the sky is crying and the raindrops are the tears of the sky. Then the poet expresses his feeling, says, I feel very happy when I'm lying on the bed and my head rests on the pillow and I can hear the sound of the raindrops falling on the roof of my room. So he feels very happy to hear this sound of rain falling on the roof of his house. Now we read second stanza. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start, and 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Again, we will see the word meaning first. Tinkle means short, light, ringing sound like tinkling of the bell. Shingles are the rectangular wooden tiles used on roofs, and I'm going to tell you what the shingle is. Please see this image. This is a house, and the roof of this house is made up of tiles, and these tiles are called shingles. And when the raindrops falling on these tiles, you can say shingles, and the voice which comes from falling raindrops are known as patter or the shingles. The poet named them as tinkle and patter. There are the sound words we are using to express this sound. Next is echo. Echo means a repeated sound, any sound which is repeats again and again. Call it echo. Woof is the weft, that is the threads woven across the loom. How a cloth or any fabric made up of? It is made up of the thread. Now look at this image. A thread is used from two sides. By the crisscross method, we twist and turn the thread, and that is called weaving. And when we weave a thread in this method, it changes into a fabric or a cloth. And where this weaving done? It is done on the loom. And what we call these threads? Those are called weft or woof. So what does weave there? Air thread means? Air thread means the thread of air. Actually, air threads do not exist. So here the poet wants to say about any dream or imagination. As we say that weaving dreams. So poet here saying that weave their air threads into woofs. He is thinking many new things in his imagination. Next word is patter again, which means sounds of raindrops falling on the roof. So in this stanza, what the poet is saying, he is expressing his feelings. What kind of things does he feel when he hears the sounds of rain falling on his rooftop? He says every tinkle on the rain shingles has an echo on the heart. So whenever he hears the sound of raindrops on the rooftop, there is a repeated sound in his heart and 1,000 dreamy fancies. So as the poet is sleeping, he is dreaming. So in his dreams, he develops his many different fanciful imagination into busy being start. Busy being refers to a human being, and he here poet refers to himself. He says that this sound of the rain falling on the rooftop creates many new different dreams in his mind and 1,000 recollections means memories of the past, and he also has the memories of the past which come back into his mind as dreams. So he says that as he listens to the patter of the rain upon the roof, he has many new dreams into his mind, and the memories of the past also come into his mind like dreams. Now we will see stanza 3. Now, in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone, to regard the darling dreamers, ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I listen to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Again, we will see the meaning first. Agone means Era gone by, that means your past. Era is an old poetic word for before. So the time that was in the past can be referred to an era. Dawn is a time of daybreak, the time of sunrise. List is an old poetic word for listen. So list here means to listen. Refrain means a repeated part of a song or a poem, and here refers to the sound of the rain. So here the poet is saying, otherwise refrain means song or a poem. But here what it means, what song or poem the poet is referring to? The poet is referring to the sound of the rain. So it is like a song to the poet. Now in this stanza, the poet introduces his mother. He says that he is dreaming of his mother, as he has told in the previous stanza that rain brings in the memories of the past. Now, which part of memory coming in his mind? That is his mother. She loved him very much. She used to consider him as a darling, and she left till there is dawn. And she would let them sleep till dawn, means daybreak. And the poet says that he still feels that his mother is looking at him as he listens to the music or the song of the raindrop, which displayed on the shingles by the patter of the rain. So the poet is saying that as he listens to the sounds, as he listens to the songs made by raindrops which fall on the rooftop of his house, of his room, it is reminded of his mother and his past. And his mother, who is no longer with him, he gets the memories of his past when his mother used to look at him lovingly. And he feels that still, even now, his mother is looking at him with love, with affection, because the sound of the raindrops makes him correlate his past with his present, because even then at that to him, when his mother was there was the same raindrops and the same song that he heard, and today also he is hearing that sound. So he is relating his past to his present, and that is why the poet is touched by the sound of the raindrops on the shingles of his room. Whenever he hears this sound, it brings back to the memories of the past, and he is reminded of his mother. So with this, we have discussed the poem. I hope you all have understood this poem well. We will do the literary devices used in the poem in our next video along with the question answers. Till then, watch this video 2 or 3 times to understand well, to understand better. Thank you, class. Have a nice day.